I think part of the problem is that Salesforce is this epic monolith of endless possibility. That's the soundbite you can have. But it is, it's like you can do pretty much anything, but if you're a small MGA that has 20 underwriters, that's really overwhelming. Where do you start? How do you hone that?
To kick this off, Chris Thompson, Enterprise Product Lead, Azure Technology, just in case anyone's the dreadful Microsoft people in the room. Chris, thank you for joining us.
Thank you. What
were you doing before you joined Azure?
Well, I've been in the product space for 25 years, and that's across various industries, from media to technology, consultancy, and then finance and insurance. Before Azure, I was at Aviva for over 8 years. I started in personal lines, looking after all of the customer portals for MyAviva and mobile, and then .co.uk. We built some really cool products, some of which are still being used today by hundreds of thousands of users. And then I was asked to move over to the commercial business to run what we then called next generation insurance. So it was looking at different markets, different customer types, and different ways of transacting. And that's when I kind of got introduced to Salesforce and how the technology was being used to work in different ways of insurance. And actually, when I saw what Azure was doing, it was really ambitious and really exciting, so it felt like a natural move for me.
Got to be careful now. Why did you go work for Azure? Why didn't you go work for Salesforce? So what's the thinking behind sponsoring this event? We talked away to Salesforce. We know that Azure are an important partner, but what do Azure want to get from this?
Look, we're really busy, so just an opportunity to have a break from that and talk about what we're doing is really exciting. And we've got lots to say. We're doing a lot. I think events like this as well, particularly InsTech, it's not just industry professionals, it's people that kind of get what we do. And that's cool for me because I get to geek out a little bit and evangelize on what we're doing. And also, we're sharing the sponsorship with Salesforce, which that's the technology we use. It's our core platform, and that's what we use to build our customer solutions on. And then obviously we've got our customers here. We've got a couple that you're going to meet later, and they can talk about what they're doing with Salesforce and how they're utilizing Azure to help them on that journey.
We asked the same question of PwC. Salesforce is the platform. Then I said to myself, so why do people need Azure? Why don't they go and talk to Salesforce?
I think part of the problem is that Salesforce is this epic monolith of endless possibility. That's the soundbite you can have. But it is, it's like you can do pretty much anything, but if you're a small MGA that has 20 underwriters, that's really overwhelming. Where do you start? How do you hone that huge bit of technology to work for your business and your business practices? At Azure, every member of the team is either from a Salesforce or an insurance background. So we know the technology and we know the industry. So we've done that. And actually, yes, we're in Azure Technology now, but a few years ago, we were Azure Underwriting, a small MGA that faced all of the problems that MGAs face today. So encumbered by multiple tools for doing really mundane tasks that you kind of picked up along the way, processes that were probably not that optimal. And so we needed to do something about that business and transform. And when we looked at the market and see what products were out there, and the usual suspects just didn't really deliver what we wanted to do. And so we opted to build our own underwriting platform on our Salesforce tool. And actually, that's proven really successful. We've seen triple business value in 3 years. And now we know how to streamline a process, how to rationalize data and which bits of data to rationalize. And we know which tools are going to be suitable for carriers, for customers, and what's going to work for those MGAs.
Time to speak to some clients, customers. Let's get some attestation. I'm going to make